This conflict of interest. You only here to make money, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no crime.
Wait a minute.
Ain't no
I'm
victim
not
or
your
no loss,
man.
bro.
I'm not your, listen,
Hey,
listen, I'm
hey,
not your
look,
man.
look, look,
I'm
look,
not
sir.
your, oh, ain't your
Hey,
bro.
sir. Hey, sir.
Okay?
Respectfully, you're an Article 1 judge under the Commerce Clause. You've been on the bench since what, 21? Couple years? You need to talk to somebody.
I'm not your bro. I'm not your man. And I'm not to be interrupted when I'm speaking. I gave you the respect and the right to speak. Just because you're unsatisfied with the way that I ruled, then that's not my problem.
All right, guys. Today we've got a fiery courtroom clash. Judge Perkins versus a self-proclaimed sovereign citizen. His excuse for missing court? He claims he was locked out of the Zoom call. Yeah, that's really what he said. Judge Perkins wasn't having it and shut down his motion on the spot, which sent this guy spiraling into a meltdown. Missing court is no small deal, and his smug attitude only made things worse. Let me know in the comments what you think, because Judge Perkins absolutely shut him down in this hearing.
Excuse me, sir. I heard you say that you only read the first couple lines. Is there any way we
Yes.
could possibly take another case until you get the chance to read the entire thing? It's only
No,
2 pages.
I'm not going to read this entire thing today.
It's only like 3 paragraphs, the entire thing. The rest are just case sightings.
All right, I'm gonna deny the motion. I will set the matter for
Is
a
there any way I can
trial.
get a written? Can I get a written articulation as to why you're denying the motion?
I'm denying the motion
I would just
because
appreciate a written excuse. Can I get a
I'm
written
not
articulation?
gonna give it to you in writing.
Are we on record? Are we on record?
We're on record.
Okay. Is this court bound by the U.S. Constitution and Supreme Court rulings?
Yes.
Okay, you were denying my motion when I said that I had Fourth Amendment violations, and you're saying that you're denying my motion without looking into it or granting me a hearing to go over my motion, or give me an articulation as to why, a written excuse as to why. I want to make sure that that's what you're saying to me.
You're asking for a change of venue. I'm denying.
I'm saying that I know there's a motion for dismissal, and I'm saying that you, as an Article 1 judge under the Commerce Clause, if you're not going to uphold my due process and my Fourth Amendment, I'm saying that maybe we could change venues where I could get a real judge.
Okay, I'm denying a motion to dismiss. Okay, I'll set a trial date for you so you can be heard on that type of form.
I insist that the court give me a written excuse as to why you're denying my motion, so I could take that to the tenor. Okay.
Well, you can insist all you want to.
Okay, I appreciate that, but I'm telling you, you're telling me today why you're not going to look into it or give me a hearing, as so I can go over the evidence that I have to present to go with my motion. You don't want to do any of that, so I'm just asking that you can give me a written excuse that I could go take and complain against you on, because that's violating my due process. You didn't even give me the chance to say we're going to schedule a evidentiary hearing or something like that. You're going to sit up here and disregard that when I made genuine claims and put genuine.
Honestly, I can't tell if this guy is truly clueless or just acting. He wanted a new judge and even complained that Judge Perkins didn't give him a written explanation for denying his motion. Newsflash: the judge doesn't have to explain nonsense, especially when the motion has zero legal merit. Now he's sulking because he didn't get his way, and his big plan is just to judge shop. This guy acts like a child who's never been held accountable. Sovereign citizens keep pulling these stunts, and for some reason, it's becoming more common, even though they always lose and usually end up paying more than the original fine. It just makes no sense. Let's jump back in.
At the end of the day, like I said, there's no crime. This is a fraudulent charge. There's no suspect. Y'all suspect me for no crime. There's no victim, no losses. Okay? And in a minute, it's going to be malicious prosecution. So I'm asking you to dismiss this charge or change the venue. And if you refuse to do that, I'm asking you for a written excuse so I can take it to the tenor, sir. That's what I'm telling you. Because if not, I'm going to go to the tenor without it and let them know that you refuse to give me a written excuse, and you refuse to give me an evidentiary hearing, but you just straight denied it. When you just 5 minutes ago, you said you didn't even read it. Now you just denied it. That's conflict of interest. That's bias. That's all that. So let's put it all on record. If you feel just as strongly as you feel, give me a written excuse. If not, let's change venue. Because you're an Article 1 judge under the Commerce Clause. This conflict of interest. You only here to make money, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no crime.
Wait a
Ain't
minute.
no
I'm
victim
not
or
your
no
man.
loss, bro.
I'm not your, listen, I'm
Hey,
not your man.
look, sir.
I ain't your
Hey,
bro.
sir. Hey, sir,
Okay?
respectfully, you're an Article 1 judge under the Commerce Clause. You've been on the bench since what, 21? Couple years? You need to talk to somebody. I'm asking you to give me an evidentiary hearing to go over my motion for dismissal with the overwhelming evidence or change venue. Because if not, I'm going straight to the tenant right after this. And that's on you, sir. You had this. You did this.
Oh, all right. Now I'll let you
Straight like
speak.
that.
No, that's all we need. I don't want to hear any
All
more
right,
from you.
cool. It's cool. I
You
appreciate
made
it.
your record.
You
Now,
this
don't
due
interrupt
process
me.
this
I
a
didn't
due
interrupt
process
you.
violation. This is a due process violation right now. And the way y'all tried to railroad me when I was ready to argue my trial. I told you I was here to argue my trial. Y'all locked me out. Now you trying to
Lewis,
start the process over. They
Mr.
not
Lewis,
prepared to present a case. I'm telling you. They're
Ms.
not prepared to
Harris,
present an
Mr.
injured party,
Rico,
sir.
he
What we
doesn't
doing?
want to be represented.
Miss,
Listen. Please do not say any more. You've already made your record. I've given you that opportunity. If you continue on, especially interrupting me while I'm talking, because I didn't interrupt you while you were talking. I'm not your bro, I'm not your man, and I'm not to be interrupted when I'm speaking. I gave you the respect and the right to speak. Just because you're unsatisfied with the way that I ruled, then that's not my problem. You
Okay,
take
that's due
whatever.
process tenor.
Wait a minute. Let me say it. You take whatever recourse that you feel that is necessary. Now, what I can do, Mr. Lewis, is I can set you a jury trial date. And at that jury trial date, you will have an opportunity to represent yourself or do whatever you want to do and put all your proofs on the record by a jury of your peers.
This guy honestly should have been held in contempt already. I don't know how Judge Perkins is staying this patient. If it were me, that gavel would have dropped a long time ago. These Zoom court hearings are wild. Defendants act braver when they're behind a screen, and once they start ranting, you can't just call for the bailiff to shut it down. It creates a chaotic mess. Honestly, I don't even know why we're still doing Zoom court in 2024. If this was in person, half of these sovereign citizen clowns wouldn't dare pull these stunts. What do you guys think? Should Zoom court just be done with? Drop your thoughts below.
I appreciate that, but I was still like a written.
You order the transcript. It's in the transcript.
I can't even get the court reporter to respond to my voice messages or you to respond to my emails, sir.
The court reporter is not going to respond to your voice message. The court reporter is going to respond to you
The
coming
36th
down.
district told me to call her today, that I was locked out of my trial date. I had a scheduled trial. The court told me to call her that day, and I called her that day, and she still hasn't responded. So I'm trying to see if the court that you work for is trying to tell me how the appropriate channels, and then y'all doing it different in y'all court. What am I to do?
I think you're talking about the court clerk and not the court reporter. This is distinct.
Yeah, I was told to call the clerk the day that I was locked out, the moment I was locked out.
We've moved past that getting locked out.
But that was my trial date.
Yeah, so I'm giving you another.
How soon can I get another trial date, sir? How soon can I get another trial date? That's what I'm asking.
That's what we're trying to do now. A jury trial. A jury trial. I'm gonna let the jury of his peers hear what he has to say. July 23rd, 2024 at 9 a.m.
July 23rd?
Yeah, 2024 at 9 a.m. We'll have a final pretrial the day before.
Why would we need a final pretrial? Why would we need a final pretrial?
Because I said I wanted one.
But that's how you protecting your interest. You protecting your interest, and you're gonna dismiss it on that day. So you're trying to play with me. You could dismiss it today, sir. You literally violating my due process. You are literally violating my due process. You can't even give me a written excuse, but you're gonna all this whole.
Mr. Lewis, I know you don't want counsel, but is it possible we could talk in a breakout?
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. I am in pro se. I'm in pro se.
Go wherever you want to. Final pretrial of July 22nd. And the trial date is going to be July 23rd. All the parties must appear on the final pretrial date, and the jury, and that can be on Zoom. And the next day, the jury trial date is in person. Have a very good day, Mr. Green. Best of luck to you.
That's not my name.
Now, this upcoming jury trial is about to be a nightmare for the sovereign citizen, and I honestly can't wait to see how it plays out. If you want me to cover that, let me know in the comments. As for this hearing, it kind of felt like the sovereign citizen scored a small win. He mouthed off to the judge and basically walked away without any consequences. No contempt charge, no real pushback, just a lot of attitude. It feels like Zoom court has stripped away a lot of the respect that used to come with being in front of a judge. Personally, I think he should have been held in contempt, but Judge Perkins had other ideas. That's just the courtroom for you. Anyway, that's it for this hearing. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want more of these courtroom breakdowns. Appreciate you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.